Do you want to know why the number one thing buyers focus on when valuing a home has become totally obsolete? Well, Tyler's going to tell you next on Agent Pro Tips. Hey everyone, I'm Ben Belack, Beverly Hills Super Realtor. Gonna bring up something controversial today, not in any other sector aside from real estate and real estate agents having drinks over cocktail hour, but there's something that has been frustrating us because it is not serving the consumer. Tyler, break it down.
So we see this every single day, whether we're talking to sellers trying to price their home or buyers who are comparing two houses that they're considering. This metric of price per square foot is so obsolete.
It really is.
It really is.
Everyone has an extreme focus on price per square. What's the price per square? What's the price per square?
Exactly. So, like I said, like sellers trying to price their homes, they will look at, sales in their neighborhood, regardless of the square footage of those homes or, the finishes of those homes, and they'll just look at the price per square foot of the sales in their neighborhood and extrapolate that to their own home, which leaves them with a price that is, completely inappropriate for their product.
I think we have to back up for a second, just for the people at home.
Yes.
This definitely stemmed from the commercial industrial world. When people were leasing and selling warehouses, they needed some sort of baseline to work from. But the thing is, we're not selling warehouses.
Exactly.
We are selling custom homes.
Yes. So
go ahead, sorry.
Price per square foot only looks
up.
at two things: interior square footage and the list price or the sales price of the property. It completely ignores everything like view, natural light, even like the street, finishes. So many experiential, qualitative characteristics of the property, it does not take into account.
And it becomes weaker mathematically the more the houses are varying with each other in a same neighborhood based on their size. So like if a house is selling for $1,000 a square and the house is 1,000 square feet, the 3,500 square foot house that's very similar, just bigger, is not going to also sell for 1,000 square. It's going to be much less because of diminishing returns. It can be very confusing.
Absolutely.
And we had someone the other day where they were like, well, my neighbor sold for this, and the neighbor had a 2-story house that had like a deck and a yard, and all the outdoor space was kind of contiguous with each other, whereas the listing that we were meeting, there were 3 bedrooms, but all were spread out across 3 floors. There was barely room for a pool. The outdoor spaces were in like weird areas, and the seller was making this big contention that it should be similar, but buyers aren't going to experience those 2 houses the same way.
Exactly. I mean, no one ever walks into a home. Like if you buy a new house and you invite your friends over for dinner, the first thing people say when they walk in isn't, wow, what a great price per square foot.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. Can we get the dead emoji up right now? That's hilarious. But wait, so, okay, before we wrap on this contentious topic, what do you think buyers should focus on when they're walking through a house, if it's not price per square?
Great question. I mean, you can't ignore the feeling that you get when you walk into a home. And I know that's like a little out there, but it's true. I mean, how a property makes you feel is really, really important. So, how...
what's an example?
An example of that would be, high ceilings, natural light, view. All of these things are very experiential and they really tug on the heartstrings. Yeah.
Yeah, so these are things that, I mean, some things like you can do. Like you can make the finishes and that stuff look better. But natural light, a view orientation, a configuration, things that would be either impossible to create or very, very expensive that are already there. Those are great insulators and protectors of value.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think our overall lesson here is take a diversified set of information and a little bit of emotion when valuing a property and you'll be okay. But relying alone on price per square, you know what I think it results in is a lot of buyers writing for second place and losing in multiple offer scenarios.
Yep. And a lot of sellers overpricing their homes.
Yeah, well said. So with that, if you weren't sure already, we sell homes and help people buy them in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, Hollywood Hills, Los Feliz, Silver Lake, Malibu, Santa Monica, the greater Los Angeles area. We're going to put our information up on the screen here so you can contact us, or if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you
next week.
next week.